Okay, so I will be responding to the season two trailer from, and I'm so excited. Okay, uh, okay, here we go. No, 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 no. Okay, so Boyd is back in town. I'm guessing he's returning to town. I mean, how else can you explain that? Or maybe this is some, ooh, dream sequence. Rain. Okay, okay, so this is definitely a dream, maybe not a dream sequence, but the last time they tried to create, like, what's his name, Jade, they try to create that radio so that they could communicate with the outside world. And it created, like, whoever was in charge sent instant phenomenon, like instant rain that darkened the sky. A whole bunch of people died. So it seemed that phenomenon is being repeated, although just based on what I'm looking at, it appears that Boyd might be dreaming. And this, it appears Boyd is still trapped in. My theory was this is the lighthouse. Somehow he was transported to the lighthouse, and we see that he's still in the confines of it, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, so these are the new passengers from Michigan. I think they were from Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is where I think what's her name, Krista or Crystal is from. So one theory was that her fiance is on this bus, and I think that's probably done to bring in some sort of tension between her and Kenny and her fiance. But I'm just gonna put my money on it and say Kenny's gonna win out. Sheriff Kenny's gonna win out here. But let's see what happens. Let's see the newcomers.
Oh my God. We've got some problems.
Oh shit.
Donna.
How do you think they're gonna react when we tell them they can't leave? Look,
Probably
I know
not
this
well.
sounds crazy, but none of you are safe here.
Whoa, whoa, what the hell is she talking about? We are all in this thing together.
Okay, so Boyd is definitely back. Boyd is definitely back in the town because we see him there talking to people. Somehow he made his way back. But how? I'm guessing we're going to see that. But is he back in season one? I mean, sorry, not season one, but episode one. That wouldn't make any sense unless some weird teleportation stuff happened because the bus showed up at the end of um at the end of season one, so at the like the final scene. So there's no way Boyd could be back in time to, I don't know, be able to talk to them. So this must be a later scene.
There are things around here that walk and talk just like us until they walk up to you and rip your guts out.
Yeah.
There is no way out.
Oh no, this character is the creepiest one of them all.
The screaming.
You picked a bad spot.
Ooh, he is so creepy. Like, he is effective. The weird creepiness is effective.
I need to do whatever
So
I
that's
can
Boyd
to get
and
these people home.
oh, see, I told you that is definitely Crystal's fiance. We definitely, that was like a given once you saw that the bus was from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Crystal was always saying, "I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I never left Michigan." And the moment you saw that, and this is the mother and daughter, Julie and I can't remember her name, but okay, let's watch on.
I love you.
Oh.
In the sycamore tree.
Okay, so I don't know what's going on here, but this is intriguing because we know Mrs. Matthews. I'm going to call her that because I cannot remember her first name. I know that she had been digging a hole in her house at the end of season one, and she dug all the way down. I don't know how she found that strength physically, but she got deep down underground, and underground she met Victor, who tells her this is where they sleep. And some weird stuff happens. So now she's seeing dead bodies of children, and they're all dressed in white. Now, you're probably like, I don't know if you've seen my theory video about the Indigo Child, the boy in white. And my theory about his origins, that he is some sort of kidnapped human child brought to the Fae world. And these children are all wearing white. They all appear to be of similar ages to him. So I am guessing that he is one of them. He is a survivor of whatever these kidnapped human children are. These children that we're looking at, they don't seem to be alive. We know they're probably not Slua, the creatures, because they're existing in the daytime. And they seem to be haunting Mrs. Matthews, who we know lost a child. So this is very interesting. I'm guessing these are similar to the boy in white, except maybe less alive than he is. I mean, he doesn't appear to be dead, and these children do appear to be dead. So I don't think they're projections. I think they're just dead children, or they have the ability to teleport similarly to the boy in white. This is going to be intriguing, because why are they haunting Mrs. Matthews? I think she somehow uncovered their lair. I think she uncovered their lair, and because they know she was grieving the death of her child, that might be attracting them to her. I know that's a crazy theory, but that's definitely my theory. But I think these are the same children as the boy in white, but he appears to be alive. These children don't appear to be alive. So, interesting. I hope this is not some weird... I'm going to stick to the theory that the Fae, the Slua, the Dark Fae kidnapped these human children, or maybe they were sacrificed to the Fae as part of some weird indigo child experiment. And this is why they're kind of stuck in this dimension. Some died, some may still technically be alive. I mean, the boy in white is eternal. We know that because he met Victor as a child 45 years ago, and he's still the same age. So some Peter Pan syndrome stuff might be going on there. This is the land of the eternal children who were sacrificed to the Fae. Okay, I'm really ranting, so I'm gonna just let this play out. But definitely, interesting.
What if all this was designed just to see how we react? What if this ain't real? What if it's all just a dream?
Okay, I don't know. Those two previous scenes, let me just go back a little bit. I'm fairly certain, well, before this guy, I'm fairly certain that I saw Pastor Katri, and we know he died last season, so why is he back? So this is definitely some sort of hallucination, maybe, like Boyd has seen Katri, who was his confidant, and this guy, who is this guy? Oh my god, he looks like the wizard from Rings of Power, but he kind of looks like Victor as well. I wonder if Victor has gone through some weird time portal and has just ended up like, is this Victor? He kind of looks like him, no? Okay, okay, this is weird.
It's all just a dream.
Okay, so this is Mrs. Matthews. There, that is what I think. I think when she definitely looks as if she's underground. And this is where she ended up at the end of season 1. She was underground, and when she found Victor, who told her this is where they sleep. So I wonder if this is her journey before underground, and she found these children, these I don't know, indigo children. I'm going to call them indigo children, these kidnapped Fae children. And this is why they keep haunting her now, because she's the one who discovered them, and she is suffering from the grief of her own child dying. And we know, my theory was that these Faes are attracted to dark, depressive emotions in humans with mental decline, humans who are suffering depression and any kind of emotional torment. So could this be why they will start haunting her, or are they kind of projecting themselves to her and saying, save us, save us? This is interesting. But
Something happened to me out there. Something I don't understand.
ooh, it looks like Officer Sheriff Kenny there has gotten badass. He's like shooting up his gun like, everybody's gonna listen to me now.
This place, it isn't what you think.
Ooh, that house that collapsed. I think that's the Matthews house because it would make sense that the foundation like fell apart if because they've been digging underground, so it would make sense if the house fell apart. But what I'm thinking is they have so few shelter left in this dilapidated, you know, partly built up town. They have so few shelters left. So I'm looking at Julie's face because this is definitely the Matthews house that collapsed because, that's where they're staying. And her mom was in that house digging to nowhere, digging, to China. So she looks horrified that the house collapsed and maybe her mom is still inside. And that's why she's like, oh my God.
Broken people don't survive here.
Okay, so that's definitely Father Katri. But what is going on? Was he resurrected? I don't think that makes sense. I think Boyd is hallucinating. Maybe I don't know, something's going on. Father Katri is dead. We saw him die. If he's speaking to Boyd, something weird is going on. Something very weird is going on.
Fear is what makes us heroes.
I'm seeing a lot.
I think that's what's her name? Fatima. They're screaming at one of the Slua outside of her window, no? No, that's not. Yeah, I think that is Fatima because there's Ellis behind her. So I guess they were being chased by, I don't know why she's screaming. Maybe someone she's close to died. We know it's not Ellis because he's standing right behind her. So who is it?
I'm seeing a lot of people pushed to their edge. You ever wonder if maybe that's the point?
Yeah. First, let me say, I don't really like Mr. Matthews. I don't know, something about him is just not likable. But I don't know what he just stated there. Is he suggesting that he's about to go mad and just like kill everyone, kind of like Boyd's wife? Oh God, that's terrible. But what is he suggesting there? That he's pushed to his limits at this point. He's willing to do any and anything. And of course, that brings up the point of whether this is a test, some sort of test. I don't think it's a test. I don't think it's a test. I think these are just creatures from another dimension that sadly opened up and are just feeding on miserable people. I don't think there's anything to it. One of my fears is that the talismans will stop working. I don't know why I feel this way, that somehow the talisman seems to be a kind of false hope, and eventually it will stop working. And I know in my theory video, the talismans, they are keeping the Fays inside the town so they can't go out into the real world, even though there might be an opening. Clearly there's an opening because they're pulling people from the real world. But my theory is that eventually they're going to stop working because these creatures are becoming smarter and more intelligent. So, interesting. So, April 23rd. April 23rd. I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this. Okay, so that's my trailer watch video for From season 2, and I can't wait. So many things happening there. So many things happening. I saw an interview with Harold Perrineau, and he promised us that we're gonna get answers. This is not gonna be like Lost, which had 22 episodes, so it had to meander. This is a 10 episode season, so it looks like we're gonna get some answers, at least, hopefully, maybe, yes. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and yeah.